condolences to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right. So, but personally, within these 3 years, it's been 3 years of a lot of uncertainties, a lot of controversies, and all of that. How have you been faring yourself? How are you personally?
Really, I'm not feeling all right at all. Let me just use that word because I face a lot of injustice concerning this issue. A lot. Because sometimes when I listen to the media, there was a particular woman, a senior sister to Mohbad baby mama. He was saying they have used 100,000 with a bottle of a wine to settle police. I was surprised when I carried the case of disembowelment to police station. They just dismissed it. Since then, they did nothing.
What embalmment case?
The embalmment is when I met Mohbad body, was already embalmed. I was confused.
When you first saw the body?
Saw the body.
The very first time?
Yes.
Before he was first buried?
Yes. It was locally embalmed. I was confused. When somebody dies, not up to 2 hours, it was embalmed. That is why I can't say it was on the 12th that Mohbad died. It may be on the 11th. According to the testimony of the driver that took Mohbad to the show on Sunday, he said on that Tuesday morning, which is on the 12th, they called him around 9 o'clock in the morning that he should go and report himself to the police station. So with this testimony, it's wrong idea by saying it's on the 12th.
Why are you just saying this, though?
It's not by just saying it. With the testimony of that driver, I was confused. If somebody asked me and I would say it's dead on the 11th, how can a fresh body be embalmed before my arrival? That means over a day. Even the doctor that checked me the body, he said, according to the machine they used, he said over 3 hours. It was there over 3 hours. That is only what the machine can detect. That means it's over a day. He died. They just rushed him to the hospital, the body to the hospital. When you listen to the lie from the media, say after 20 minutes, they now pronounce dead. There's nothing like that. When I heard the testimony of the doctor, he said is brought in dead, and the machine was tested, and they said it's over 3 hours. He said that is only the hours the machine can detect. It can be more than.
Wow. So are you trying to reopen this case again?
Exactly. That is why I was begging the new IG now to consider me in this case. The phone forensic was so very, very important. There's nothing they did about it. Even the outcome of corona, people that testimony there, government didn't do anything since then.
But I understand that, of course, a lot of people were indicted. The first caregiver, the nurse, I understand that they said there was medical negligence and all of that. Yeah. So I thought that the cause of death and the culpable individuals have been established. What do you seek to, what is your request again now for calling for
My request is now to people that the court was saying they should indict. They should call them into the action. After the corona, I didn't hear anything from the judge. I didn't hear anything from the Lagos State. The citizens is out. Everybody see the naked of the testimony they did there, but there's nothing done after the corona. So in corona, my lawyer said we should look at DNA aspects. So by mentioning DNA now, people would say, maybe it's because of the property. Is beyond that. What we are looking for in DNA is beyond the paternity alone.
What are you looking for? What else are you looking for?
Exactly what killed Mohbad.
What do you need a DNA for?
The DNA will reflect that.
How?
My lawyer said we should look at those angles.
Okay.
Yeah. So by looking at DNA, now they just want to scatter the whole thing on me. They want to scatter everything. Will you believe I go to Abuja concerning this case? Someone now said the PRO in Abuja said the case has been transferred to Abuja, which is trying to show me the evidence. Now, he called the office, said they have transferred the case back to Lagos. So I was lost. I don't know exactly where the case is now.
Okay, so speaking about the DNA issues now, before we even get to the story around and the controversy
Yeah,
around DNA, Liam, your grandson, I understand that there's still a lot of controversy
yeah,
around it, but
yeah, yeah.
today we still regard to him as your grandson.
I
He
pray,
turned
I
he
pray that God should let it be
okay.
because I love children.
Yes, but he turned to recently, just a couple of days ago. Do you have any relationship with him? Have you ever seen him? Are you able to say, oh, I've been in touch with him or the mother or
There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that since when Mohbad was dead. So the lady I'll be carrying the baby all about. I don't have access to him. I don't have access
you've
to him
never had?
at all.
So when did the relationship between you and Mohbad's wife, the late Mohbad's wife, when did the relationship break down? I understand that before he died, he brought her to you and all of that. So when did the relationship break
Well,
down?
you know, me, I'm a kind of someone that love my son. So if I love my son, automatically I must love his friend, which is his girlfriend. He introduced her to me that this is my girl and you are pregnant for me. That is what he told me. And it's going to be acceptable by me as a good father. And I told him, this is the right thing for you to do. Okay, firstly, did the introduction. But suddenly, on the introduction day, unexpected, they just called me that daddy, today is where we want to go and do introduction. That's exactly what I taught him. And when we reached there, I met a lot of people. I was confused. Is it the introduction? We are talking about introduction, it's just for two families to know each other. But I was confused. A lot of people are around the compound. Well, this is exactly what brought me here. And I told my son, he said, Daddy, he can't furthermore anymore because he was planning of marry her legally. And he told me a story that it was even not suitable to me. I don't know whether I can share the story with
Shares,
you.
what story did he
Okay,
share with you?
now he said he detected his wife was cheating on him in the next room. How did you detect? He said, oh, there was a day he prepared an indomie for him, and the girl now put a dose, sleeping dose into the indomie. After eating, he now enter another room to meet a man. And I said, how did you detect? You have slept already. How did you detect that somebody was having something in the next room? He said the girlfriend to that guy that is in the next room was the one that detected the two of them together. And the girl now referred, he told Mohbad that this is what happened between his own boyfriend and Wunmi. So with this evidence, he now said, Daddy, he can't furthermore to do any legal marriage with her. I can't force him then. So that is how everything was postponed then.
Did he tell you this after the introduction
Yes,
or
after the
before?
introduction, he now referred it to me. And he was even said he had been explained to his mom, his senior sister, and one of his friends. They call that guy Maxine. That's Michael. He's a friend to Mohbad. So Mohbad said, you have given the narrative to three people. I'm the last person that just expressed his feelings. When I began worrying him about his marriage, he said there's nothing like that. That
Have,
this is what he detects.
have you confronted Wumi with this story? What did she
Yes,
say?
I've said a lot of. This is my, even if you see my YouTube, I put it there. The people that can still witness this, they are still alive. He told the mother and her sister and his friend, out of the three, at least person will answer me. If you want to challenge me on that, you call on me. That's what my son told me.
All right. So of course, because
Those are the
this is
evidence
your
that,
testimony.
yes,
This is what you have said. Your son said to you.
yes,
Unfortunately, Wumi is not here to defend herself.
yeah,
So we will say this is an alleged conversation that you had with
my
your
son.
late son, and of course, he's also not here to corroborate the story. We are not
Yeah,
saying what you're saying is the
but I'm
truth or
mentioning
lie.
witness now.
Yes, but Wumi has a right of reply, and we will try and reach out to her to, of
Okay.
course, respond to what you have this allegation that you have
Okay,
said.
okay.
But at the moment, what is really stopping the DNA um, test?
Concerning this, I was so touched because We have been on this over 3 years now, close to 3 years. So they have given us an order which is acceptable by me. The order said, I, as the father, we should locate a DNA center that can do the tissue DNA. I mentioned 3 center. She mentioned 3 center also. And the government proposed on 1. And judge said they will choose 1 out of mine, out of her own, they will choose 1 also, making 3, so that they will go and conduct the DNA. It's okay by me because, I mean, that order was so transparent, and I'm okay by that. But fortunately, after we have given those center by one, my lawyer now called my family that we need to check all those government own and Wunmi own, because I know myself. That is what giving all the privilege to go and check those center. By looking at what Wunmi shows, they are doing a DNA, not a tissue base. After giving us almost 2 months to locate a center they can do DNA tissue base. Even I, as a carpenter, have now really understand that there's a difference between ordinary DNA and tissue base. Now they bring a fake center. I can call it a fake center because they are not doing what we demand for. I demand for tissue base. They wanted to use bone or teeth. So they choose where they are not doing it. And the welfare officer, I'm looking at the welfare officer as a secretary to the judge. Could you believe where the welfare officer choose? They are not even do DNA at all. It's a cancer center. So after those ones, we now move to the judge. My able lawyer now writes a note of facts, and he filed it. Complete 2 weeks. We put it to the media, national newspaper and this Punch. They carry this news. I was so surprised when I see the judge. The judge was saying he wasn't concerned. He doesn't know what is going on. And the question that I was expecting him to be asking those the other opponent they choose the faith center, that what brought this, what made this thing happen. Those are the questions I'm expecting. Will you believe the question now going to my lawyer, who instructs you to be looking at others center? By looking at the other center, we are looking for the truth, nothing but the truth, and what we detect nullify what our demand.
So yes, you're explaining what is stopping the DNA from happening now.
Yeah, the magistrate court now we decide to change the order. At least that former order was okay by me, by choosing 3 center. So suddenly when they saw me and my lawyer, they now say they want to change the order. So what they change the order to, I'm not arguing with them. What I needed is to just involve me in this order, that whenever they wanted to take the sample to go and do their own test, they should allow my own pathologist to take sample also. So that when the result come out, at least I will believe in that my pathologist. If I don't believe in government too, I don't stop them because of what trespass cannot make me believe them.
What is that? What's that then?
See, the welfare officer that is just like a secretary to the judge bring a fake center. If I don't detect that, what do you think is going to happen again? What happened to the pathologist that did this Mohbad test on the toxicology? They bring the same inconclusive. So what am I going to be expected when the welfare officer of a standing for representing Lagos State bring a fake center? One, I don't rely on those workers anymore. They have betrayed me by bringing a fake center.
I can understand.
That is why I said they should involve me whenever they want to take the sample. That my own pathologist will be there so that they can take a sample to do my own private.
And have you heard any? Is anybody against you doing yours privately?
Yeah, there's nothing like that. Even the magistrate court said I should go and rub mine with the Mohbad girlfriend, that he should allow me. By hearing that, at least I was expecting they should compel her to submit to that charge, because we are looking for the truth, nothing but the truth. I'm pleading to the whole world. I want to have my grandson to know the pattern, whether it's for me or for another person.
But recently, Wumi herself has spoken about the controversy surrounding the DNA test. She alluded that while online you're speaking a lot about DNA, and DNA, she alluded that you are more interested in Mohbad's estates and properties. That it's not the DNA that you're really interested in.
That is what some people are not really understanding. This one is beyond the property. I said it earlier that this is what led to the death of Mohbad. My lawyer said it on court that Iwakuwa na one Toba Sonu. I don't know whether you have that proverb.
Meaning you need to search anywhere, everywhere, if you're looking for something that is lost.
Searching. It's beyond paternity alone. What killed Mohbad is what I'm searching for.
But I thought that has been established.
No. Even the form forensic, police didn't do anything concerning that. I was so shocked when I hear this on media that they have brought a bottles of wine and 100,000 to dismiss the embalming case. It was online. He said that this elder sister of Wumi, which is Karimo, he said it online. So I'm confused.
Now,
that's why this new IG, I'm pleading, they should investigate this case.
Is there a remaining avenue for this to be at least for reconciliation in the family afterwards? Say after all of this, even if Liam is eventually found out to be your grandson, the way this thing has drawn out, is there an avenue for the family to eventually reconcile?
So I'm a man of vision. My vision is to know exactly what came over. After that, we can reconcile. I will call on them. I can even go to many media to let them know this is my grandson, oh, it's for me. Oh. I will do so. But now, I can't do that because we are still looking for. We are still in the war front. What came over?
So is the DNA controversy the reason why the remains of Mohbad has not been reburied?
Exactly. Because that body is an evidence. By burying the evidence,